Hello, greatness. You are welcome and tuned into Heirs of God TV, perfecting saints to become like Christ. Stay tuned for another inspiring episode from your host. And now, let's welcome Dr. Vincent Oppong.
Hello, greatness. How are you doing? I believe you are doing fabulous. I'm excited to always be with you and to enjoy this journey with you. I know that it's been a blessing to so many of you out there because I get messages from people sharing their testimony of how going through these materials or books or knowledge that have been locked up in the heart and the spirit of some people who have gone ahead of us. And one of them is Joseph Benner. And so I want to continue from the book, The Way Beyond. The Way Beyond. We are on chapter number 10 or lesson 10, however you want to look at it. So without much ado, let's go on. The next step, we already talked about the Christ consciousness. Now we want to take the next step. This shows what is possible to him who learns to think only true thoughts about himself and about in all his world. Some wonderful truths have been unfolded to you, and now it surely will be easier for you to do the things you have found you must do. If you would free yourself from the old consciousness and the consciousness surrounding you and would enter the new consciousness awaiting, the way out has been shown you, but you must walk in it. No one can do that for you. You cannot be shown, nor can you jump or slide into the kingdom. You have to earn your right to enter. Have to walk every step of the way there, no matter how difficult and steep grows the path. It is no journey to be taken by the half-hearted and weak-kneed. My goodness. If you are now convinced of the truth of what was shown, the next step then is to try to prove its truth. First, by getting thoroughly acquainted with this real self of you, by seeing him as yourself, and by going about in his consciousness. I'll take that part again. If you are now convinced of the truth of what was shown, then the next step is to try to prove its truth by first getting thoroughly acquainted with this real self of you. By seeing him as yourself. And by going about in his consciousness. Practice this daily until you actually feel him within. Feel him giving you his power of his vitalizing life and energy. And you thrill at the realization of it. Then make the determined and unrelenting effort to think only his thoughts and to see and hear only the good and perfection in everything and everyone. Resolutely shutting your eyes and mind to appearances and looking right through them to the good that they hide. You can do this if you will. You can find good anywhere if you truly look for it. For with such a desire in your heart, you connect up with the good, your God consciousness within, which will illumine your mind and enable you to see with your spiritual eyes and to hear with your spiritual ears what is hidden from mortal consciousness. With every loving desire to please this God, you will find help giving you to do it. Especially when you earnestly put your trust in him. When you do this, trust him, you will learn what he means when he says, if you abide in me and let my words abide in you, you can ask what you will, and it will be done unto you. For when your trust becomes absolute, you will not want anything anymore. For you will know that all he is and has is yours. And there will be no more need to ask, as he will be giving you continually of the riches of his kingdom, whose store is inexhaustible. This then, my dear friend, is what we would have you do to strive every moment of the day. No matter what you are doing, just abide in his consciousness. Put all your trust in him, leaving everything to him, and knowing that he will do all things through you perfectly, as you keep your mind free from doubts and fears and worries, untrue thoughts and concern about results. For you thus enable him truly and freely to live his life in you. Do this. Do his will in you. Be his self in you, even as he intended and has been preparing you for all your mortal life. Amen and amen. This is excellent. I want to take the last paragraph again. He said, this then, my dear friend, is what we would have you do to strive every moment of the day, no matter what you are doing, to abide in his consciousness, to put all your trust in him, leaving everything unto him, and knowing that he will do all things through you perfectly, as you keep your mind free from the doubts and the fears and the worries and the untrue thoughts and concern about what the results will be. For you thus enable him truly and freely to live his life in you and to do his will in you. Be his self in you, even as he intended and has been preparing you all this your mortal life. In Jesus' mighty name, amen and amen. God richly bless you, and that is the way beyond the next step after Christ consciousness. We are going to take the last lesson or chapter of this book, The Way Beyond, which is God and Mammon. One of the things that really stop a lot of people from becoming conscious of the Christ within them is the consciousness of money. All right, and so in the next lesson, we are going to talk about how to create a balance with God and money. Make a date and don't be late. I'll see you in the next lesson, God and Mammon, from the book The Way Beyond by Joseph Seibabena. And once again, this is your brother Vincent Oppong. Don't forget to subscribe and join us as we build ourselves up. For that is the goal for this collection. I'll see you in the next lesson. God bless you. Bye-bye. And hey, wait, I forgot to tell you that I really, really love you. Bye-bye.
You've been listening to Heirs of God TV, perfecting saints to become like Christ. Thanks for tuning in, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss out on becoming all you were born to be.